Kelly, just wanted to ask you overall how you feel about your defensive end so far in the spring.
Really good. I think we're building great depth. Batty, Mangelson, Logan Latui, Isaiah Bagna have all looked great. Just, I think, building on what we did this last season. Especially Logan Latui, he's really stood out to me, just the way that he just looks healthy. He was coming off a knee injury, and he just looks more explosive, more twitchy. He's like having another coach out there. He's been great. And then even Isaiah Bagna from last year, the level he played at, I think he's upped his level. The competition, I mean, there's 4 guys in there that have a lot of playing time, and those guys all want to play. And so it's good to have that depth. And so now we got to find a way to get all 4 of them out there and playing. But it's been good. And then Bodie Schoonover, I think, is kind of solidified himself as the 5th guy. He's done a really good job too as well. And there's some really good young talent as well. Ephraim Asiata's come in and done some great things. And then Vil Poha coming off his mission, same thing. So, I mean, I feel really good with the depth that we have. And then there's a bunch of other guys too that I haven't even mentioned. Ice Moa is still competing. And so, yeah, it's fun to see that group. It feels more like, some groups that I've had in the past with the depth that we have. So it's good. It's in a good spot.
With Ephraim, how ready is he to kind of contribute coming right out?
Mentally, he's super smart. He picks up things really, really quick. The physical part, just getting him big, getting him strong. But, man, athletically, he's as athletic as anybody that we have on the defense as far as just the things that he can do. The multiplicity of things that we can do with him is going to be fun. But he's got to get bigger, so he's got to gain probably another 20 pounds, which I think is very doable before the season. But he's been very impressive the first 6 practices.
You've talked with us on the radio about the fact there's only 2 guys that played as freshmen for you were Kyle Van Noy and Fred Warner. Does he have that type of capability?
Yeah, definitely. If he can get his size and his strength up, yeah, especially as smart as he is. How much we put on him in the first 6 practices, and he's been able to pick up on it and do good. It's been impressive. So.
What's your spring ball approach with guys like Batty and Bagna who have played a lot of football?
Yeah, it's just refining the technique and fundamentals. There's things that Batty still needs to work on, and Blake both. Really all those top 4 guys that I was talking about. But honestly, for me, it's keeping them. It's like keeping a fine-tuned machine, making sure we don't want to go backward at all. We want to make sure we're continuing to progress. And so, yeah, there's limited reps in team, but all the indie, and they will get reps in team, but it's just making sure that there's 2 or 3 things that we're focusing on to make sure that they improve on what we did in the last season.
They were 2 guys that were considering going to the NFL last year. What were the conversations like as they were making that decision from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with Batty, it was more of just, I think, getting feedback from the NFL. And, there's some people telling him to come, some people telling him to stay. But I think ultimately what he saw was just another opportunity to grow and develop and just rise his stock. So I think he's going to do that, especially the offseason he's had. I've been impressed with what he's done. And yeah, he's changed his body a little bit. He's gotten a little bigger. He's leaned out, which is always a good sign. So we'll see how it goes for him.
With a guy like Jack Kelly, has he worked mostly with the linebackers? Have you worked?
Yeah, he's doing a little bit of both. He's, I think at Weber he was great off of the edge and played stack backer as well. And so he's going to do a little bit of everything for us.
On the special team side, what's the latest on the battle to be Ryan Rico's replacement?
Yeah, really excited about the 2 guys we have, and it's been, I think, up to this point, a pretty even battle between Landon, Rico, and then Sam Vanderheer. And they both have different strengths. Sam has his strengths and Landon has his strengths, but it's going to be a great competition. And Dalton has done a really good job at long snapping. Ken and Skidmore will come in the spring or in the summertime to compete for that. But Dalton's stepped up and done really good. And then Will's been super consistent at field goals, and I feel really good with Matthias and Jordan, both as the backups to him. So I feel really good about our kicking game right now.
Do you have a preference as style of punter? I know you said there are 2 contrasting styles here.
Yeah, I think ultimately whatever gives us our goal, which is 42 net punts, that's what we want. So whatever gives us that, whoever's the best guy to help us reach our goal, that's what my preference is, help the team in that way. Yeah.
How much can you do return-wise in spring? Is there much you can do on that?
Yeah, we'll do more drill work than anything. Scheme will be more just punt and field goal. What I like to do, and we'll install real late, maybe a little bit of punt return, kick return, and kickoff, but mainly drill work on all those phases of the game besides punt and field goal. You guys good?
Yep.
All right, appreciate you.